This is a WWN Publishing Group recording. Copyright 2018, all rights reserved. Hollywood, a short story by Martha Sweeney from the Cocktails Anthology, read to you by the author. Chapter 1, Officer Saige McCullin. We've lucked out so far, Hollywood, Alex states, but it'll all start happening within a day or two. Stop calling me that, I groan. You promised. Sorry, he laughs. It slipped. Yeah, right, I scoff. I swear, he claims with a chuckle, you'll get a new nickname at some point. Not soon enough, I whine. I've been here for almost 10 months. Not all nicknames are the same, he challenges. It took Murphy 5 years to finally stop being called Squeaks. It's still better than Hollywood, I quip. Not if you knew how he got the name, Alex chuckles. And it was during this time of year. Most nicknames come from something weird happening during the holiday season. I've had several incidences to warrant a new name, I challenge. Nah, he counters with a dismissive hand gesture. They weren't really anything significant. My eyes roll as I peer out the window alongside our booth. Here you go, a female's voice sings. My attention shifts to the voice and I smile, recognizing our waitress. Thanks. Her eyes stay fixated on Alex, who offers her a boyish grin. When she leans in, hovering just enough over the table where she's encroaching on our space, I kick him in the shins. Fuck, Hollywood, he spits with a heated glare. What? I reply, acting innocent. It was an accident. My leg spasmed from the seat. The waitress backs up just a few small inches. Let me know if you need anything, she coos, still keeping her attention riveted on Alex. Will do, darlin', he hums. I could use some ketchup, I say, interrupting their silent undressing of each other. She barely glances at me, correcting herself when I point to the badge on my chest. Sure thing, she says through a fake smile. When the waitress is far enough away, I remind Alex, You're married. I can still look. I doubt that Hannah would agree, I snicker. I'm allowed to look, he insists while shoving several fries into his mouth. Since when? I quip. Since I caught her eyeing some actor in a movie we watched, he mentions. A movie doesn't count, I argue. Alex regards me. And her Pilates instructor. He's gay, I laugh. Still looking, he debates. Besides, we have agreed that looking is okay. My head shakes in disbelief. Like you don't look, he counters. I'm not married, I remind him. Nor am I in a relationship. How do you know I wasn't getting us a free meal? He inquires ruefully. You've yet to get us a free meal since we've become partners, I jab. His expression alters to a more serious tone. I can make Hollywood be your lifelong name. Whatever, I sigh, popping a fry into my mouth. Besides, we're partners. You're supposed to have my back. I do, I laugh, except for when it means you're eyeing other women. I like Hannah, and we women always stick together. Alex raises a brow. The woman code doesn't trump partner code. I smirk. It can, especially when a partner is being a dick. Something hits me in the forehead. My eyes lower when it lands on the table. Really? I laugh, holding up the slice of pickle. It slipped, Alex retorts. Too hungry to continue the conversation, I stuff a large bite of my burger in my mouth. My stomach groans more, eager to be filled. We've been working for the past 6 hours straight, barely getting the chance to take a pee break due to a holiday gala, the first of many to come. Hey, Williams, Hollywood, Officer Baxter greets us. I grunt and take another bite. Hey, Baxter and Donovan, Alex returns. What's up? Just grabbing some coffee, Baxter replies as Donovan makes his way to the counter. Missing the warmth yet, Hollywood? I offer a fake smile and stuff more food in my mouth. I don't know, Williams, Baxter muses, looking at Alex. I didn't know Hollywood could put so much in her mouth like that. We might have to call her DT. After swallowing, I say, You can't. Your mom's already got that name. A bellow of a laugh escapes Alex instantly as Baxter turns red in the face. What's going on? Donovan inquires as he walks over holding 2 large to-go cups. You haven't been here long enough to crack any mom jokes, Hollywood, Baxter states heatedly. The name is McCullin, I inform him, and I think I have, Biff. Excuse me? Baxter asks. Ha! Good one, Hollywood, Donovan cheers. Easy, McCullin, Alex warns. He's definitely a Biff, Donovan affirms. God, it's been ages since I've seen those movies. I gotta show them to my kids this weekend. Another reason why we call you Hollywood, Baxter continues. You and your stupid movie references. I'm not from Hollywood, I remind them for the millionth time. I worked in Beverly Hills for 4 years. Oh, I'm sorry, Baxter apologizes sarcastically. I forgot that writing tickets to people who let their dogs shit on the sidewalk was serving the public. My jaw clenches slightly. No different than you scraping gum off the subway rails. Watching Police Academy movies was probably a key staple in your training, wasn't it, Hollywood? Baxter questions snidely. I'm sorry, I didn't get that. I don't speak donkey, I jab. Baxter takes a step toward me, but Donovan blocks him. Easy, man, he encourages. Let the lady be. We've all been roasted once or twice, Alex reminds him. It's all in good fun. Besides, we all have it coming to us. McCullin has taken a lot of shit from the department with that name. Hollywood isn't as bad as Zip, Donovan snickers. Alex and I wince at the same time. I only heard the story about how Officer Evan Gills got his junk caught in his pants zipper, while the 3 men before me were present. You don't need a cock to know it's painful. Watch yourself, Hollywood, Baxter advises, pointing at me. I smile and take another bite, watching them leave just a few seconds later. Several quiet minutes of just us eating pass and I revel in it. Alex is a good partner, but even I'm sick of his bullshit since he teases me like the rest of the department. Even for as long as I've been on the force, none of them see a female officer as equal. It takes years to build trust and respect, and even then, I'm still not ever going to be one of the boys, even if I almost die from one of them, just because I don't have a pecker between my legs. There are 4 other female officers in the department. 2 of them are behind a desk all day, and the other 2 are in the field like me. Sherry Goldstein is a new recruit, only 3 months serving, who's been called Hooks on occasion after the character from Police Academy. The other female officer, Sergeant Callahan, has been called the Bride after the Uma Thurman character in Kill Bill, which describes her personality accurately. You're not gonna make any friends if you keep that shit up, Alex warns. I've got you, I say sarcastically with a widening smile. Don't remind me, he huffs. Besides, I don't need Merry Christmas, a male voice booms through the diner. I catch the shocked expression on Alex's face before my head turns in the direction of his gaze. My eyes squeeze shut for a long second, wishing I hadn't just seen the naked body. The man continues to run around the restaurant, shouting Merry Christmas repeatedly while weaving in between all of the tables. Fuck me, I groan. Fuck you? Alex inquires, rising to his feet. Fuck me! I hate this shit. We got our own weird shit in Beverly Hills, I return. Alex offers a doubtful expression. We keep our peripherals on the naked man as we fish for money from our pockets to pay for the meal, tossing bills on the table. Sir, I call, hoping to grab the flasher's attention. Shit, he shouts when he sees us. He lunges towards the door, but there are several people coming in, blocking his way. I'm calling for backup, Williams informs me. Why don't? The perp darts away from the crowd, aiming to jump over the diner's counter. Get him, Williams directs. Fuck me, I huff, heading after the man. The perp moves towards the kitchen door, but I'm able to grab him by the collar of his loosely hanging jacket before he's halfway in. I pull back, causing him to lose his balance momentarily. It takes a matter of a second or 2 for him to get his footing and shrug out of his last article of clothing. God damn it, I exclaim, rushing toward him. The male kitchen staff laughs as the women shriek and move out of his way. Within 5 large steps, I manage to close in on him. Hurling my body through the air, I tackle him to the ground. We land hard, and a loud grunt escapes the man below me. Careful to not place my hands in any precarious locations, I use my weight to keep the perp pinned as I fish for his wrists and handcuff him. Nice one, Hollywood, Alex's voice booms behind me. Quit standing there and help me, I direct. I think you got this one handled, he claims as I get the flasher to his feet. I snatch the man's coat Alex is holding and drape it over the perp's body, tying the sleeves in a knot behind him. You have the right to remain silent, I begin, finishing the Miranda rights as I escort him out of the kitchen. I'll take him, Alex offers. Yeah, after I did all the work, I counter. Fine, Alex laughs. You can handle the naked man. I forcefully shove the perp at Alex, causing their bodies to collide. Want another round? Baxter inquires smugly. Of what? I quip. You making and knowing more Hollywood movie quotes than me? Oh yeah, The perp snickers. Enjoy, Alex insists, pushing the perp to Baxter and Donovan. We're not taking him, Baxter counters. We are the officers on duty, Donovan reminds. I don't know what happened, Baxter returns. For all I know, Hollywood went crazy on his ass and removed all his clothes. Sure you do, Donovan counters. We got the call that, take him, Alex directs. We'll meet you there for the paperwork. Baxter looks at me in the back to Alex. Fine, he huffs, taking the offender with him as Donovan follows close behind. Looks like our night isn't over just yet, Alex sighs. It's your fault, I whine. What did I do? He balks. Excuse me, officer? A man's voice questions from behind me. You're the one who wanted to eat here, I remind him, keeping my attention on Alex. Excuse me, the man repeats. This wouldn't have happened if we went to Mick's Diner on 45th, I reprimand. This one puts us closer to dropping the vehicle off sooner, Alex states. And in direct line of all the stupid shit that happens around Grand Central, I mention. Excuse me, the man repeats again. Listen, I say, turning swiftly on my feet. Can't you see? His amber eyes distract me, forcing me to take in the rest of his face. I'm sorry to bother you, but his voice trails off as I feel something touch my arm. My eyes lower, and I find his hand cupping my elbow. Instincts kick in, and I've got my nightstick in hand pressed firmly against his chest. Look, buddy, I begin, irritated by the fact that he doesn't know to keep his distance. Using my weapon, I put more space between us. I've had a long day, and I'm not interested in making it any longer than necessary. But if you want to be taken in for an assaulting an officer, I'll be happy to do it since I'm already headed in that direction. I don't mind the added paperwork. It's not like I have a life or anything. His hands are already raised in a surrendering gesture. I'm sorry, he mumbles. His eyes lower to my chest and then quickly snap back up to my face. I'm sorry, Officer McCullin. I just... Go back to your table, I direct with agitation laced in my words, or else you will be also charged with obstruction. Hollywood, my partner beckons. I don't reply as my heated stare remains on the bystander. McCullins, Alex calls sharply. Let's go. Fine, I huff, turning in his direction. This is the end of this chapter. Thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed the story so far. To find out about new releases before the general public, be sure to subscribe to my newsletter. You'll find a link below in the description. Also, to be notified when the next chapter is published, make sure you subscribe to my channel.